teach you what's going on in and around the studio here. So if you are a podcaster and you need studio support, please hit us up, sitchradio.com, and I can throw that up on the timeline right now. You can click on that link and find our website and learn a little bit more about us. Most importantly, top right of the menu, you can book a free consultation. We'd love to talk to you about what you're doing with your show. And, if we're a good fit, maybe you need a little help with one aspect over another. But enough about that. This week, we have been ramping up a new show entitled Feed Drops. So I'm going to drop that graphic in right now. If you are a podcaster and you would like us to take a listen to your show and possibly include it, this might be a show you want to check out. We've uploaded the trailer. We just finished recording episode 5. Episode 1, or number 2 in reality, will drop on Monday, where Linz and I discuss 2 different podcasts. The way it works is he picks a show a week. I pick a show a week. We both listen, and then we play snippets of things we liked, and we discuss the show, in its entirety. You get to go to feeddrops.com, and in the comments, you can leave a comment whether you like Linz's pick or Brian's pick. We're not putting podcast against podcast. We're putting my choice against Linz's choice. Whichever show gets the most comments, we will drop on Wednesday. The next episode will drop on Thursday in their entirety, so you can listen to the entire episodes that we listened to pull out those snippets and talk about. A little gamification, if you will. But we intend to highlight 2 different shows every week. Now, I did say episode 2, the first head-to-head, is dropping Monday. The next episode actually won't drop until we're going to skip a week, the following Monday. If you want it on the 9th, then you need to go to Substack and register for the newsletter. And paid subscribers to the newsletter are going to get the audio and video 1 week early, and then it'll be opened up to the public. So you get premium, early, ad-free access on Substack. If you're willing to wait, that's cool. You can wait a week, get the content, and check out a couple new shows. So many people have a hard time discovering shows. Podcasters have a hard time getting their show discovered. So we're kind of picking 2 shows that probably never heard of and talk about them and discuss them and celebrate that creator, if you will. The first episode for Monday, Mission Megaphone, and I chose Keeping It Real with Dr. Anita. Those are 2 episodes that we're putting head-to-head, Linz against Brian. So enough about that, but check out Feed Drops. Let me throw that up there one more time for you. If you're a podcaster, submit your show. If you just, want to hear, 2 guys talk about 2 new podcasts you might not have heard of, give us a try there. We're excited about the show. We're putting a lot of energy and effort into it, to include the website's already up and running, the submission form. We've already gotten, 7, 8 submissions, which is cool because we haven't even dropped episode 1 yet, just the trailer. You will find the show on all your favorite podcast players, to include Bullhorn, and we intend to do a monthly live on Bullhorn, maybe bringing some of the hosts onto the shows we talked about that month. So keep your eye out for that as well here on Bullhorn. If you are watching this on Twitch and or YouTube and or Facebook, you need to come over to Bullhorn and grab the Bullhorn app. There's an app for your mobile device, or you can go to bullhorn.fm and watch the live shows there, because you get to interact. We have chat turned on. We have Q&A turned on. We have call-in turned on. So there's a little button either on your screen, your desktop or your mobile device, where you can click and you'll pop up in our queue. We might even get to add you to this show and all the shows and hear your voice. You can become part of the content. Now, if you're off the wall talking crazy, we're quickly going to boot you. It is the internet. We never know what we're going to get. There's no way to pre-screen these calls, so it's we're playing a game of roulette here, trying to land on some awesome content. So if you'd like to contribute, visit bullhorn.fm and/or download the Bullhorn app, and you can engage with us live during the show, which is pretty cool. This week we had another meetup. This meetup is called Brews in Business. You can find it on meetup.com, or you can follow Networking and Beer OC on Instagram and find out about our upcoming events. Every Wednesday night is our intent. A gentleman by the name of John Campbell handles North Orange County. I am handling more the South Side, and we go to a different microbrewery every week, and we network. And there's people from all different industries coming on. If you're a podcaster, I encourage you to get out and network and peek outside, dip your toe outside the podcasting world. You might find a guest. You might find, who knows, a great story to talk about just by getting out and meeting other people. We had a young lady from Great Wolf Lodge there, which was pretty cool. Experion Credit, just people from all different walks of life and all different industry, which is really, really cool. Our last meetup was at Unsung Brewery in Anaheim. We had 13 people show up, which is cool. We're a growing meetup. And it's just awesome to get out and meet new people and try a good beer if you're into that. If not, there's non-alcoholic beverages as well. But you can get out, shake some hands, pass some cards around, and see if somebody in your network might be a good fit for somebody else there. This isn't a hard selling. Don't come to these events trying to sell your service to other people there. It's more about making connections and seeing who in their circle might, benefit from what you're doing. So that's Brews in Business on meetup.com. Other than that, we really haven't done much upgrade in the studio. We're really settling into the new L20 board. We did play with a little software. As you saw, I had a full screen overlay at the beginning of the show, and you're going to see it on the way out. So we're getting more comfortable on Bullhorn and having a good time. We did a show yesterday called The Field Op on Bullhorn. I had a rough start. It was 100% me. But, the more we use it, the better off we're going to be using it to bring you some really cool interactive content, most importantly. So we want to take this opportunity to thank the hardworking team at bullhorn.fm. We appreciate the product. We look forward to using it more and seeing how it develops. Other than that, that's about it for the week. Later on this afternoon, 4 p.m., I will be live again here on Bullhorn with I'd Podcast That 2.0. And I believe we're talking about social media. Let me pull it up. We'll figure out what I'm talking about. So this is called filler time, why I'm clicking around, not looking into the camera. Wrong show. This is riveting. This reminds me of an episode of, I won't even say the name. I don't want to call anybody out. But he likes to, dig through data and a lot of silence and all of that good stuff. I don't even have the show planned. We'll talk about social media because quite a few of my podcasters have been having challenges with social media and growing their show. And our next meetup here at the studio is going to be a self-audit of social media for podcasters. So if you're on social media and you're a podcaster and you're struggling, you should probably come to this meetup. You might walk away with a few to-dos, and I've got some great use case scenarios I'm going to show you on screen live of what not to do and what kind of confusion it can cause to the consumer. So we just want to make sure our social media platforms are dialed in. That's what our next meetup is going to be about. You can go to Sitch Radio, SITCH radio.com, and go to the events in menu, and you can find about it there. It's also on Meetup, Eventbrite, Facebook, LinkedIn, Alignable. We cast a pretty wide net trying to help other people. These meetups are completely free. I'm not trying to sell you services. This is our way to help facilitate our mission of helping you tell your story. So most of the people that come are not customers. They're indie podcasters who come, hear me, learn a little bit, network with other podcasters, hopefully take some actionable items away to improve their processes, their shows, their engagement, etc., etc. And Today we're talking about great tools for podcasting. So we're going to run through, I believe it's software that we use in the studio. And then next week, we're probably going to discuss hardware. So I finally found it. I filled that time pretty well. All right, everybody, that is it for today. Again, we appreciate you watching live here on Bullhorn. If you're on any other platform, please check out Bullhorn. You will enjoy it. I promise you, it's been fun. All right, everybody, until next week, we'll talk to you then.